Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the gym at River Falls High School. You're in for a dandy tonight. Big Rivers Conference basketball. It's the number 5 rated River Falls Wildcats against their nemesis and great rival, the Rice Lake Warriors. Good evening, everybody, again, and welcome. I'm Kevin Westhouse, along with Ariel Avestres, Rob Derry on the camera, and Debbie Avestres on executive production tonight. Hey, Ariel, how are you?
I'm doing well. Happy New Year, Kevin. Happy New Year to Rob and obviously my wife. I've said that to her a number of times. But welcome back, everyone. Debbie and I were gone last week. Kevin, you took the 2 games last week in Menominee, so that was fun to watch.
It was nice with Jeff Johnson and Mike Johnson. They did a nice job. Rob Derry decided to come on over and brought some great pictures into a lot of living rooms. So
very good.
Was nice. It was nice. Here we are. This is set up pretty good tonight. I'm going to take us back about a year ago, when Rice Lake was down by just, I think, was it tied, or were they down by a couple?
They were down by like maybe one or two.
Two, and Rice Lake got the rebound down here to our left. Who's playing tonight? Mr. Zach Orr. He was a sophomore last year. Came up the far side, over by the I in River Falls on the far side of the court over there. He stopped and popped a three-pointer for the game winner.
It was crazy. It was a heartbreaker.
Heartbreak city for River Falls, and hats off to Zach Orr and the Rice Lake Warriors. I think 3 times in a row now, Rice Lake has come up to River Falls and defeated River Falls.
Right.
So
last year we beat Rice Lake, I think, in Rice Lake, but they beat us here for 2 games. So
yes,
this is a comfortable arena for the Rice Lake Warriors to play in. Unfortunately, hopefully they're not as comfortable this evening. But
yes,
it's always been a good game against Rice Lake. They have the elder statesman Keith Orr as their head coach. He's been around for 20 plus years, and he has done an outstanding job up there. They are a smaller team in the Big Rivers Conference. I think population-wise, they are the smallest team in the Big Rivers, with 714 students listed for this year. But they're coming off a hell of a football year. They won the state championship at Division III. And I know that they lost one of their first games. I think it may have been their first game against Northwestern, because they've only got 2 losses in the season, one against Northwestern and one against Eau Claire Memorial. But I believe that it was really, when they finished the state tournament run, they had very little time to get their basketball team up and going.
I think a couple of those guys weren't even playing their first meeting up against, what you said, Memorial.
No, it was Northwestern.
Sorry.
Right.
You just hit that. Okay, sorry.
Right. So they have we have one common opponent this year so far that we both lost to, Eau Claire Memorial.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, Eau Claire Memorial beat Rice Lake at Rice Lake. Tough game there, but again, Coach Orr has this team going at this time of year. They've already won 4 or 5 games in a row, so they're smoking too.
Let's talk a little bit about the records, Ariel. So River Falls at 8-1. They're 3-1 in the Big Rivers Conference. Rice Lake at 6-2. They're also 3-1 in the Big Rivers Conference. This one definitely has Big Rivers Conference implications written all over it.
Absolutely. Every time we play against Rice Lake, there's implications. But again, this year, we're both 3-1 at this time of the season. A lot of work to do on both sides of the ball with us. We've been improving as we go. We're doing really well. One of the key things that I like about our team is that we seem to get into close games, but in the end, they pull it out. They've got that maturity to really put the hammer down at the end of the game. To really, we get at the end of some of these games, we're surprised at what the score is.
Right. All of a sudden, it's like it's been close. We look up, it's like 14 points.
Right. It's been fun to watch that. They're maturing. Obviously, they have 4 starters from last year, but they're really starting to gel, and the other players are starting to pick it up too. So
let's talk a little bit about the River Falls players. So coming off 2 big victories over the Menominee Holiday Tournament, both almost by 40-point differentials.
Right.
And I was kind of debating in my own mind whether or not that's a good thing or bad thing. I think it probably built some confidence in some players.
Absolutely, it did. It absolutely did. It gave them a feel for what they could actually do on the floor. And then all they need to do is notch it up a couple more against maybe more highly competitive teams to do the things that they need to do. But we've all seen this. It's commonplace for teams to play down to the level of their opponent.
They can.
And this team isn't doing that.
No.
They're really not doing it. They've been able to turn that page to make sure that they're performing at their best when they need to be at their best, and they're not playing close games unless they're playing against an Eau Claire Memorial that we're down 17 points at halftime.
And then came back and took it to overtime.
Right.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about some of the individual players on River Falls. Let's talk a little bit about number 24, Joe Butts.
Yeah, Joe, he's scoring 25 points per game. He's number 1 in the BRC, and as you were sharing earlier, Kevin, his shooting percentages from the floor are crazy. He is 53.5% from the floor. He's 47.3% from the three-point range, 93.3% from free throw. You and I were talking about it, Aaron, my oldest son, and I were talking about it. When that ball leaves his hands now, you just expect it to go in.
Yeah, right? I mean, that's the type of percentages he's shooting, and he's number 1 in the Big Rivers Conference right now for scoring at 25 points a game, and he is worth the price of admission tonight.
He really is, and, as we know, shooting is very contagious. As Joey goes, the rest of the players seem to follow suit. They're not shooting at his range, but we're seeing some definite shooting capabilities and putting the ball through the hoop from our other players. You look at the Gretz boys, you look at Preston. Preston, he's a really good shooter, and he's putting it in. Even Eli's been putting in a few three-pointers. So the confidence level is going up in the outside shooting because Joey's doing so well.
H-Bot, he's not afraid to shoot the rock,
right.
And he's getting his 8-10 a game, so that's good to see as well. I want to shift to defense a little bit. Some things I saw in the Menominee tournament. When Jonah Severson and Eli Johnson are on the floor, they are dominant under the basket.
It's incredible. They're both very fundamentally strong underneath the hoop. They blocks up, plus they're very strong, tall and long.
Yeah, they are. Both their shoulders they got 9.5-foot wingspans. They got shoulders that go sideline to sideline, and strong, big, powerful guys under the basket, both offensively and defensively. So, let's talk a little bit about Preston Johnson. Preston, again, he's just having a nice, solid season. He's a basketball player. He's a leader. Guys follow him, and his shots will start dropping.
Yeah, and I heard his father say it, and I've said it too. It'd be good to see Preston just catch and shoot. Don't hesitate. I think he is a very good spot-up shooter. He can create too, but I think if he gets that ball in that shooting position, shoot that ball. Those balls are going to go in. We know he's a good shooter. It'll come, but he's one of those players, as you said. He has it all. I mean, he's leading the BRC in assists. If he shoots well, he handles the ball probably 80% of the time, bringing it up the floor.
Yep.
He is that one. He is like the
basketball player.
He's the basketball player, but he is like the axle to our wheel. He's like in the middle, and everything runs around him.
Yep, I agree. Hey, I had a little housekeeping here in the last couple seconds. Will Johnson, Punta Gorda, Will is on. Tom Matasek, he says, "Go Wildcats." Donnie and Tom from Winneconne are watching. Braden Brody's great aunt and uncle. Welcome. Anthony Hanks, Oshkosh, Wisconsin's in the house. So I don't know anyone, but my Daisy WRF Falls in the mid-'80s made a fan out of me. Well, Anthony Hanks, welcome aboard. We got a couple of you folks out there, and we're glad to have you. Here we go. Public address announcer Jeff Johnson.
To abide by the WIAA character values by creating a positive environment in which our athletes may participate, our officials may work, and you, the spectator, may enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
Now would you please stand and remove all headwear as we honor our God with our national anthem.
Hello, good evening again, everybody, and welcome to the gym at River Falls High School, Big Rivers Conference Basketball. The conference record's 3-1, Rice Lake Warriors against the conference record 3-1, River Falls Wildcats. Now let's pay attention to public address under Jeff Johnson in the starting lineups for the Rice Lake Warriors.
First, introducing the starters for the visiting team, the Warriors from Rice Lake High School. A 6'4" senior, number 3, Colton Eggleston.
Colton Eggleston.
Junior, number 5,
Evan Strand.
A 5'11" junior, number 10,
Zach Orr.
A 6'4" senior, number 24,
JT Schradel. Will Johnson. There you go. Eggleston, Strand, Orr, Schradel, and Johnson. This isn't too bad for a Tuesday night, huh, Ariel?
It always gets your blood going, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Especially with this highlight that we're seeing up there. A lot of it taking place in Hudson.
I can hear the hands coming together at home. Michael Dunham, welcome aboard. I know you're clapping along from Tucson. All right, now your starting lineups for your River Falls Wildcats. How fun. Look at a giant fifth grader. Eli Johnson. Preston Johnson. We call him H-Spot Hayden Bottleson. Leading scorer in the Big Rivers Conference, Joey Butts. Jonas Severson, he's going to get some rebounds. Let's go. Oh, fun atmosphere in the gym tonight at River Falls High School. Kevin Westhouse, Ariel Avestres, Rob Derry, and Debbie Avestres bringing you the action tonight. Welcome aboard, everybody. Let's all get to the edge of your seats. Nestle on in. Let's go. Put 18 minutes on the clock. Clap, 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 clap. Let's have some fun. High school basketball. Big Rivers Conference style. Welcome aboard. Eli Johnson tipping off against Colton Eggleston, and the Wildcats control. Preston Johnson with the rock right now. Moves it on up, gives it to Joey Butts. Tries to get down to Preston. Pretty well.
Man-to-man defense here. Actually,
Eli off the glass. Oh, doesn't go.
Look. I take that back. That may have been a zone defense. I'll have to take a look at that a little bit closer next time around.
Zach Orr made the game winner three-pointer last year. Dribble drive down the lane. He'll kick it out far side. There goes Eggleston for three. In and out, no good. Eli Johnson with the first pound of the game. They'll push it on up. Preston Johnson. He's in. Got to kick it out. Eli thought about three. Not right now. How about Joe Butts for three? No good. Maybe slightly forced there. What do you think, Ariel?
Just a little bit. They got a zone defense there. It's good for him to take that shot from the outside. It'll break that down.
Schradel gives it up to Zach Orr, who's setting up a play up top. He's covered by Preston Johnson. Now they'll switch it up. Preston on out. On to JT Schradel. Schradel fadeaway. 9-footer. No, doesn't shoot it. Kicks it on out to Will Johnson. He's down in the toaster and up for two.
Really good shot there. Really good drive. As he was driving, people were sort of slacking off on their own player. Let him in there for a wide open layup.
Will Johnson gets the first 2 points of the game for Rice Lake. Preston Johnson. A lot of Johnsons in the game. Jonas Severson off the glass, and that one just rolls out. And there is Eli with another offensive bound. That was very similar to Eli Johnson's kiss off the glass. It just didn't quite go.
Right. Good defensive deflection there by Rice Lake in that zone defense.
So they get the offensive rebound there. They can't turn it into points.
Okay, we got something happening here. Kevin Orr is not coaching from the bench. I didn't understand that one.
Interesting. Far side, no good. Joey Butts with a rebound. That was Will Johnson, took a shot there off the front of the rim. No good. Butts has it now.
Eli, you got to replace.
That's Coach Zach Campbell. And shouting out instructions to his Wildcats. That's last touched by Rice Lake. We'll stick with the Wildcats in the white top, white pant. Rice Lake in all blue tonight. Butts heavily guarded up top by Orr. Johnson, he'll pull from three. Rainbow, no good. Nice try there by Jonas Severson, trying to get that rebound, but too quick by Evan Strand to come out of there with it.
So defensively, we have Preston on. Zach Orr up here. That's a heck of a matchup. Both number 10s, both juniors, both outstanding players in the Big Rivers Conference.
Someone's asking if Rice Lake has a new head coach. No, Orr is the head coach, according to our sheet, but
actually,
not on the bench tonight, huh?
No, I've watched a couple games.
H-spot for three. No, yes!
No, yes!
No, yes. Hayden Bottleson, a nice shooter's touch there, just rolls in. So go ahead. What did you say about Rice Lake and head coach?
Yeah, I've watched a few of their games already online streamed, and Coach Orr is their coach. He must be under the weather or something happening this week.
Yeah. Jonas Severson, nice feed from the league's leading assister. Preston Johnson and Jonas Severson for a pair, 5-2 Cats in the early going. Orr with some heavy aggressive forearm to Preston Johnson. Let him play. H-Bot almost with a steal. Orr pull up 15-footer, no good. H-Bot comes out of the weather, pushing forward. Joey Butts, he'll pull from three. Count it! Joey Butts. Almost traveled there, Ariel. A little bit of a foot drag. Let him go.
It was one of those that came off his hand that didn't look as...
Offensive foul. Hayden Bottleson. It takes the charge from Zach Orr.
So we got full court pressure coming right now.
So back-to-back threes for River Falls. Hayden Bottleson and Joey Butts. No splashdowns, but hey, little soft touch, roll on the rim and in. Preston, he's your ball control guy. He's the axle, like you said, of this team. Preston's got it now. Get it down to Eli Johnson. He's a big unit. He's trying to back it on in. Look at him work! Up, under, Eli Johnson.
Oh, what a good move, though.
That's two for Eli. Just can't quite get it to roll. Someone take the lid off that thing for Eli. Little frustration in his eyes right now.
I like that aggressiveness, though. You got to keep that up. Got to keep going. Those balls will go in.
I can hear him grunting from here.
There you go, Eli. Nice defense.
Nice steal. Now Preston pushes it forward. Everybody's got a little sweat going now. How about Jonah up under in the toaster? Good! Jonah Severson with another pair for River Falls, and a timeout on the floor by Rice Lake. I think that's assistant. Is it Zach Schradel maybe or Connor Jensen? I'm not sure, but it's not head coach Kevin Owers. Not on the bench tonight for Rice Lake. So first time out of the game. We got a second. Want to go thank our sponsor? There you go. Let's just go 15, 17 seconds right there.
Community banking is about giving back to the communities we serve. It's about focusing on needs and making decisions to better businesses and families in the area. It gives an opportunity for employees to live, work, and play local. We are your community bank.
Thank you, First National Bank of River Falls, proud sponsor of everything Wildcat Sport, right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network. Hey, nice start for the Wildcats, Ariel.
Oh, it really was. I mean, we missed the first couple of shots, but then our defense brought it back down, and we missed those shots as far as So Eli going aggressive to the hoop, but on the opposite side, Eli was very aggressive defensively and had that steal that converted into a 2-pointer on the last time down the court. So really good fast start, 10-2. Still really early in the game, but I like where we're standing right now.
All right. Hey, let's say hello to my mother, who's tuned in from Waupun, Wisconsin. Hey, Mom. When she get back?
She must be on texting.
She was texting me.
Ah, there you go.
She watches it on her television. Now she had to go to a funeral tonight. Her nephew,
shoot.
Paul Bruins, that passed away.
Your
family.
Your cousin?
It's my mom's. So it's her mother's. What would it be? Cousin. Yeah, it's my mom's cousin. So second cousin.
Gotcha.
Of mine, yes. Yeah, sad. All right, Zach Orr with the rock now, guarded by Preston Johnson. Joey Butts out on Evan Strand. Now they put it down to the corner to JT Schradel. Schradel in the lane, he'll kick it out. 3-point chance. Count it.
Smooth.
That's Will Svensson. Will Svensson gets in the game and says, give me the rock. How about H-Bot for 3? No good. And gets his own rebound, Ariel. Joey. Oh, he wanted to take 3 so bad. Lost the handle just on the way up to Preston Johnson, then off the fingertips of Eli Johnson. That'll go back over to Rice Lake.
Yeah, Will Swenson just came into the game. Svensson, a sophomore, 6'4", switched that 3-pointer.
Zach Orr with the rock now. Again, Preston Johnson has the duty of covering him tonight. Far side, good cut down towards the lane. Brody Gretz in the game for River Falls. He's been getting a lot of minutes, hasn't he?
He really has. Sophomore coming off the bench.
Nice steal. Joey Butts to the rack. Up and good. Joey Butts, great steal, great layup. 2 more for the Cats.
Great anticipation by Joey to see that pass coming through early. Puts his hand in there and steals that ball.
Butts has 5 tonight. He's averaging 25, league's leading scorer. Zach Orr, up. Go ahead.
You can see Preston, when he's matched up against Zach Orr, he's playing off his right hand to force him to go to his left.
Ball on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball, and that will stick with Rice Lake. So now the possession area will go back to River Falls after that. So 12-5. Cats. Schradel up and foul. Let's see who that's going to be on. Is that going to be on Cody or?
No, that'll be on Jonah.
Jonas Severson.
He got all ball up on the top, but he definitely got body on the bottom.
John Fry from Evansville, he says, the camera works just a little bit smoother than the huddle camera. Just saying.
You know, I did mention that I did watch a couple of Rice Lake games streaming.
Yeah.
And Rice Lake, they do have announcers for some of their games, but the predominance they don't. It's just all camera.
One camera, just wide angle.
Yeah, it was hard for me to keep up with what was going on there because I don't know their players, right?
Right.
I didn't have a roster in front of me to know who was who. I was just making guesses. Back to his own defense for Rice Lake.
Butts from the far corner pocket. Splash! Woo! Evan Strand kicks it out to Orr. Now up top to Schradel. Orr, he'll pull from 3. That looks good. In and out, no good. Jonas Severson comes out of there with it, pushes it forward, and just throws it away. So I'm going to do, I don't know if Tim Lipke, the athletic director from Rice Lake, is listening, but when we come to Rice Lake, Tim, do you guys got some internet up there yet? Just wondering. Love to be able to plug in when we come north. If you'll have us, Tim. Just lobbying early. Just lobbying early. Right? Save me a call later. Ball foul on the floor.
We had no, we didn't have a switch. Preston is on the. No, Preston is out there. So Preston's normally been guarding Zach Orr. There was a switch on that, and Joe.
Go ahead.
And Joe got the foul by guarding him in that drive.
Orr kicks it out. Dribble drive down the lane, a little left-handed runner. No good. Look at Jonah. The fullback just rips it out of there. Want to give that report that we see on the comments section there?
Sure. It says Jenny Nathan had let us know that Coach Orr is home recovering from health issues. So,
There
Coach
you
Orr,
go.
I hope things are getting better for you.
Yeah, we miss you. We
miss you here.
Miss you in River Falls. Up under. No, nice little move down there by the sophomore, Brody Gretz. Down in the trees. Gretz up under and good.
Jay Jenny says we do have internet.
I like it.
No, but we're talking about in the gym.
In the gym. In the gym,
We
Jay.
can plug into there.
Yeah. Get us some interweb. It's our running joke. We say it with a tongue in the cheek. Hey, we're going north of 8. Are we going to get some internet up there? I don't know. Orr, dribble drive in the lane. Nice job by Orr. Just doesn't get it to go. He made it all the way through there. Just couldn't get the roll. Kick it out. Top now. Gretz has it, the sophomore. Near to the near side. Back up to Gretz. Now to Preston Johnson.
Oh, next. Come on.
Cody Olson snuck into the game on us, number 11.
Yeah, gave Eli Johnson a little bit of a blow.
Butts tries baseline and just loses the handle and out of bounds. Not happy with himself there.
Really good defense by Sam Jevney, sophomore, 5'8" defense on Joey Butts.
Yeah, he got tough with him, didn't he?
He did.
Kind of jarred that ball loose. Thanks, Kit. He says, Tim will hook you up. Great guy. He is a great guy. We love Tim. Tim's been Tim Lipke's been gracious with us for the last, 6-7 years in Rice Lake. Just always very, very gracious. Far side they go. Good head fake. Oh, but better defense by H-Bot. Wow. Hayden Bottleson. He's having a nice season, isn't he?
He really is. That was he made up for that one. He got to that ball a little bit quicker than anybody expected. That was outstanding. He was actually underneath the hoop and went chasing that ball down.
Look at Jonah working out to H-Bot. Far side to Gretz, the sophomore.
Good slip, Hayden.
Gretz up under. No way. Oh, almost got it.
Good drive. Excellent drive.
The 6'0" sophomore. Oh, long three. Count it. There's a confident shot there by Zach Orr. Says, I had enough of this nonsense. Give me the rock. I'm shooting in a 25-footer for three. So with 7:20 in the clock, it's 17-8 Wildcats. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think Zach now has – that needs to be updated, right? Does he only have 3 points in the game, or is it
That's
6
it,
now?
I think.
Is it?
I think that's his first three.
So we talked a lot about Zach Orr. His brother, that we have Joey Butts, who right now is leading the Big Rivers Conference in scoring at 25 points per game. Zach Orr's brother, Tyler Orr, was the Big Rivers Conference Player of the Year, leading scorer in the Big Rivers Conference. So they're missing that cog, but it's nice to have the little brother coming up and playing as a junior this year.
Jay says that Samuel is used to bodying up. Doing a nice job. He did a real nice job on Joey Butts, I'll tell you that. How about some late 70s, early 80s tunes?
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah. 70s. Jeff Johnson down there spinning the hot stacks of wax. It's just like American Bandstand here in the breaks.
Casey Kasem.
Yeah, right? Dick Clark. It's our very own Dick Clark. H-Bot. Oh, nice save. Hayden Bottleson. Butts with the rock now. Cody Olson. Jonah. He wants to back it in. Look at him. Tougher than a $2. Tougher than a $2 steak down in the toaster. 2 more for Severson. What a nice game so far for Severson. He's got 6.
Yeah, he created that one off the dribble. That's not something normal that Jonah's done, but he's picked up his game in every aspect.
19-8 Wildcats. Orr says, I'll try 3 more. Not there. Kick it out. Stole by Severson. Severson, the top of my whiteboard right now for player of the game. Gretz. Look at Gretz go to the rack. The kid, the sophomore. Another 2 more points down to the paint for the 6'0" sophomore. Not afraid to go down in the trees. Or up under and fouled. Jonas said he hooked me on the way by. Does Jonah have some new ink on the right forearm on the inside, or has he had that? Has he had that?
He's had that for a while. Rob. Rob, do you have ink? You do, don't you? All over the place.
He's gonna go. Rob's gonna go Kirk Cousins on us and pull the sweatshirt off and show him.
We need to have the horn. We need to have the horn up here.
Right. Rob Dario, the cameraman. So I'll show you the ink. There goes the sweatshirt. There goes the whole works.
That was a really good sequence. We had Preston Johnson on the bench, Eli on the bench. They're back out on the floor, but we were able to hold our own and maybe put a little bit more points between us and Rice Lake.
21-10, just over 6 minutes to go here in half one. Preston Johnson gives it up to Eli Johnson. Another assist by Preston Johnson. Eli Johnson gets the bucket.
Preston's got to be on at least 3 assists, right?
Yep.
He's averaging 4.5, leading the BRC. He may easily surpass that this evening.
Orr, he wants to just take this thing in his own hands right now, and Zach Orr has turned it up a notch on the burner, hasn't he?
Yeah. It's amazing to see Zach Orr do what he does underneath the hoop. He's not that tall yet. He's so strong underneath there and quick. H-Bot
for 3. Rattles that one down. 3 more for the Cats, 26-12. And the Cats have just continued their white-hot shooting from the three-point arc. Orr's got it. Look at him working, man. Up, under, and good. That's a big-time basketball play there by the junior, Zach Orr.
He has the ability to get himself low to provide the pressure on there where the offense has to pull back a little bit, gives him that opening for that layup. Outstanding play by Zach Orr.
Preston between the legs, down the lane, up, under, and good!
So we matched up with Preston doing his thing on the side.
Preston Johnson doing Preston Johnson things. Little dribble between the legs, blows by his first guy and gets up under for a layup. Look at basketball being played right now at the high school level. Whoa. Almost lost a handle to Evan Strand there for Rice Lake. Now he gets down to the paint. Nowhere to go. Muscles it up. That's a good effort, though.
Good defense by Brody Gretz.
Brody Gretz pulls it out of there. Johnson kicks it out. Gretz has it now. Give it to Joey Butts. Come on, he said. Here we go. Setting up a play. Joey Butts and fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Zach Orr, I think that's his second.
That was a really, really good cut by Joey Butts getting underneath the hoop. He was actually caught underneath there, but was strong enough to get up, and Zach Orr had to follow him to prevent that basket.
So Rice Lake has 2 team fouls, and both by Orr. Joey's shooting, what, 95% from the line, you said? 97?
93.3.
93.3, 93.4 now.
And it's not like one of those aberrations where he's only shooting 5 free throws right through the season. He's shooting a lot of them, too.
Zach, he's off the floor, correct?
And Butts makes 2 more. 29-14, 30-14, excuse me, with just over 4 minutes to go in half one. Wildcats have a really nice first half. Oh, that's a good pick and roll there. Then off the arms of Colton Eggleston. Maybe a little surprised with that. Maybe he thought that J.T. Schradel might take that to the rack, and he dished it off unselfishly and surprised him and off his arms and out of bounds.
Yeah, Colton shored up really well underneath the hoop. He just wasn't quite ready for that pass.
No hurry here, huh, Ariel? Never is when you're up by this many, but hey. Preston kicks it out to H-Bot. Braden Gretz in the game now. H-Bot, heat check. Bucket!
That's exactly what we're talking about is that these other players, H-Bot and Eli and Jonas Severson, they kick it up a few notches here as they can.
It's going to be tough to
This
beat.
is going to be really tough.
Yeah. Whoa, Nelly. Now we got a blocking foul. I think that one's going to be on Gretz, I think. Yes, it is. White, number 2, blocking foul. That will send JT Schradel to the line, the 6'4" senior. First one's up, and it is good for Schradel.
Schradel's averaging 14.6 points per game. He's 7th in the BRC. Tough player. He averaged 9.5 points last year.
His first point tonight.
He's 8th in the BRC with 5.8 rebounds per game.
Makes them both. Nice job for Schradel at the line for Rice Lake. Preston. He wants to get down in there, and wow. Nice crossover dribble, past the defender, and Johnson with another 2 on a nice lay-in.
Crossover between his legs.
Timeout, Rice Lake.
Pulled her back, went through, and get her up. Little changing pace and speed, and he was able to outquick this defender to get to the hoop.
Yeah, let's go ahead and thank our sponsor again, First National Bank of River Falls.
First National Bank of River Falls is a proud sponsor of River Falls High School. We've been sponsoring River Falls High School athletics for over 50 years. We're proud to support area students, student athletes, and educators within our schools. Together, we are building a better community, one child at a time.
Thank you, Jeff Johnson et al. Down at the First National Bank of River Falls. They're up there on the hill in Prescott. They're downtown River Falls, and they're on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. 2024 is the year of open up an account for the youngsters. You got them 10 and under at home, take them down to First National Bank of River Falls and open up an account. See one of the friendly folks down there, get them started. 3 minutes left here in half one, 35-16 Wildcats. A little bit to my surprise, I think, Ariel. I don't know about you.
I'm a little surprised as well. Rice Lake had come in with about a 4 or 5 game winning streak, playing really, really well.
That's going to be, I think that one's going to be on Sam Jevney.
But JT Schradel scored 20 points in his last game, too, so they've got the capability. They've got the horses to do it. River Falls is just playing a little bit better.
They called that on Will Svensson, the sophomore, 6'4" sophomore. Yeah, they're hitting their shots. Did you mention that or not? Rainbow, 3, Joey Butts, no, H-Bot with a rebound. They'll get another crack at it. Almost poked away. Braden Gretz with it now. Looking for help. Oh, good defense. Good hustle there by Sam Jevney. Knocks it out.
Sam was playing tough. I mean, he was playing against our biggest guy down there, and he was able to be very aggressive and knock that ball away.
Scott Mann from southeastern Tennessee is back. Sorry I'm late. We're going to put a quarter in the jar for being late. Kangaroo Court, Scott. Another nice bucket by Preston Johnson. Glad to have you, Scott Mann.
Yeah, the elevator defense coming in on him. They were closing in on both sides. He was able to pull that ball up and still kiss it off the backboard for a 2-point.
Preston's having a great success tonight driving, isn't he?
He is. I don't know how he did it. I just watched the replay. It was pretty amazing.
It was real amazing. It was impressive. Preston was 6 tonight. 6, all really tough layups. Knifing down in through the toaster. H-Bot, he's feeling it. Not there. And then nice rebound by Braden Gretz. Another offensive rebound. Johnson for 3. Front iron, no good. Zach Orr comes out of there with the rebound for Rice Lake. Corner pocket, Schradel, no good.
Long rebound
for Rice Lake. Orr thought about it from 25 feet. Instead, Evan Strand will take it, no good. Evan Strand says, I feel pretty good right here, just missed it. Pull up 3 for Butts, no good. Evan Strand comes out of there with it, and we're down to just over the last minute here in half one. Rice Lake will slow it down a bit now as Orr breaks the timeline. Will Johnson Up top to Schradel. Now here to the near side to Will Svensson. Or far side to Johnson. Out top to Will Svensson. And that's going to be off the fingertips of Zach Orr.
Oh, seriously, I thought that was off of Preston.
Yeah, I had a good view of that. It just hit, Orr had his hand just a little bit past Johnson, and it just went off the fingertips of Zach Orr.
Good catch.
Good defense by Preston.
And for the Warriors, number 4, Sam Jody, replacing Moore.
.36 seconds.
Last shot or too early? And he's fouled. Preston Johnson's fouled by Evan Strand.
Well played first half. Foul-wise, only 4 fouls on the Wildcats, 3 on, now 4 on Rice Lake.
Kick out. H-Bot, he wants to shoot tonight. He says, I'll just go up under. How about 2 more? Look at Hayden Bottleson. A little chirping at the bench. I didn't see that too often.
Yeah, I was wondering if something was happening down there. It's the second time I've seen that, if someone was chirping at him back.
And now they're a nickel-dime foul on Hayden Bottleson, and I did not bring the Whizzle sack, but I brought 100 dad jokes. So we're not putting a nickel in the Whizzle sack, but for every nickel-dime foul, we get a dad joke. Why did the Invisible Man turn down the job offer? He couldn't see himself doing it. There you go. I mean, we might bring the Weasel sack back after a couple more of those. But
as I said, it's been a well-reffed game, so we have very few fouls, but the more fouls we see, the more of that we're going to see.
Oh, yeah. Up. Oh, almost made it at the buzzer, did Evan Strand. Yeah, H-Bot's on the spot. You're right, Scott, man. We're at 1/2 in the books here from River Falls High School. All Wildcats in half one. They're up 39-16 over the Rice Lake Warriors. Wow.
Incredible first half.
Incredible. H-Bot, what does he have? It is a nice half.
Right out.
So Bottleson's got 11, Ariel.
Oh, jeez.
He's got 11.
Preston's
leading
got
score.
6.
So I think H-Bot's a leading scorer.
He might be.
Put him on top of the whiteboard. No, now they're saying he's got 11. Yeah. Remember what a night. Anything else that sticks out with you from that first half, Ariel?
Right. One of the things, it was the norm that we were expecting, is Zach Orr is playing out of his mind. He has the ability not only from the shoot from the outside, but his ability to drive into the hoop. I mean, we saw that from his brother. We're seeing it from him now. He's a fun player to watch, and we got the rest of this year and the next 2 years to watch it, along with Preston Johnson as well and Eli Johnson on our side. But Rice Lake, it sort of surprised me. I didn't expect us to take this much of a lead going into the half here. But defensively, we're doing really well. We're getting a lot of offensive rebounds. You know, we've seen H-Bot getting his. Eli started off really strong, rebounding defense, going up to the hoop. I'd like to see that continue on here in the second half as well. To see that aggressiveness under the hoop with Eli is really good.
Yeah. I like the effort of Preston Johnson. A lot of crossover dribbles, getting those really tough layups. Not easy layups either.
Yes.
He's playing very aggressive there. He wants to get down in there and make those layups.
He split up the defenders at least twice, where you would have guessed that would have closed him down three times. And it should have closed him down, but he was strong enough to get through that. So outstanding play by Preston, too. And then he's got at least 3 assists here in the first half, and he averages 4.5 leading the conference. So odds are he's going to surpass his 4.5, and he's on the whiteboard, too, I believe.
Nice half by Eli Johnson and Jonas Severson as well, the bigs down low.
And we do have trivia contest question.
Oh, trivia! Let's not waste any more time. So again, we're gonna play for a. Let me see. I'll pull this up. We'll go right here. I got it, Deb. We got it. We're gonna play for one of those lovely Charlie Cat chicken sandwiches down at Tarnation Tavern. I had 1 piece of raisin bread. That's almost my dinner tonight. I was kind of on the go, and I'm like, I got to cut back after the holidays. That's it. So that Charlie Cat chicken sandwich right there looks really good.
I was ready for you to say that you ate a raisin bread at Tarnation.
No, I didn't. I said a piece of raisin bread out of the loaf. That's it. Might be more when I get home. My wife asked me, she goes, how about if I make sloppy joes? I said, you bet. I'll have one of those when I get home.
Hey, Penny Keith, woohoo cats. Thanks for joining.
All right, Wildcat Trivia. What do you got on tap for tonight, Ariel? Let us have it.
Sounds like a plan.
Hit us right in the chops with this one.
There you go. As we had stated at the beginning of the broadcast, River Falls is now ranked number 5 in Division II. The Wildcats have ranked number 5 in the state. They have the proverbial target on their back. Yeah. Rivalries are great, we against Hudson, against the teams around here in the BRC, but there's added incentive when your opponents are ranked. In the last 20 years, what team was the highest ranked team that the Wildcats defeated? Again, in the last 20 years, what team was the highest ranked team that the Wildcats defeated?
Yeah.
What year was it, and who was it?
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. That's a kind of a tough one, Ariel. You start out 2024, like no layup here. This is going to be one of those hard-earned Preston Johnson crossfield dribbles to the bucket in the trees type questions. Tough one.
Extra credit if you tell us where the game was played.
Oh, my goodness gracious, yeah. He says De Pere 2021, Rice Lake 2014. No.
No, if you remember right, De Pere came here to play.
So this one was on the road. And how about this hint? I'm going to give us a hint. The team that it was, we didn't play in their home court either, and it wasn't in River Falls.
Right.
So how about that? So there's a
hint.
There's a minor hint.
A little bit of a hint.
Yeah.
Got Nathan Larson on Alaska.
So they hit the camera. No, maybe not. We'll see. So keep going.
Craig Cardell said Rice Lake 2014.
Nope. So yeah, in the last 20 years, who's the highest ranked team we beat? And my probably not that helpful hint would be the team. Greg Peters, 2004 Waupun. No, that was not it either.
Were you on that team, Kevin?
No, but Waupun was state champion here like 3 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yes.
2004 Waupun. That is a great answer.
Wauwatosa 2021 in lacrosse. No.
Nope.
Lacrosse Central. No.
All really good guesses. We actually hadn't beaten Lacrosse Central since 2000. We beat them this year at the beginning of the season, which is the first time in a long time.
So did you get to Preston officially with 6 assists in the first half?
Really?
Halfway to the school record of 12.
There you go.
Yeah.
Eau Claire Memorial 2023. No. Nathan Larson's coming in with a lot of guesses.
So we want to give another hint? It was over 10 years ago. I'll give you that hint. How about
it was over 10 years ago.
It was over 10 years ago. It was over 10 years ago. Playing for one of these glorious
maybe the picture,
Charlie Cat chicken sandwiches.
Maybe the picture will help incentivize them.
You're playing for that thing on their lower right. Look at that. Look at that cheese just drizzled. That's a comeback sauce.
The comeback sauce. There you go.
Just drizzled over that wonderful.
You always have to order extra of that sauce.
Yeah, you do. Look at that pickle on there. Is that even for real on that toasted bun? How good does that look?
Craig Finstead, Wauwatosa East 2005. No.
Hudson in 05. No. I'm going to give the year, Ariel.
Okay.
2011 it happened. It happened in 2011. And we beat a highly ranked team, and it wasn't on their home court. Not an easy question. We're making these people work. Somebody's hitting the Google box right now. They're in the max preps, and they're checking the 2011 schedule. How about a little Lido?
There you go. Boz Skaggs. Left the shack.
You can sing along at home. Go ahead. Woodville. Baldwin Woodville. No. Nina. No. I'm going to get another hint.
Baldwin Woodville.
I'm going to give another hint.
Okay.
They're in our conference. They're in our conference in 2011. Maybe a little Lido will get our Legion of Loyal listeners all jacked up. Come up with an answer. Lido. I'm telling you what.
I'll give you a hint. You saw the game that we lost after that.
Oh, Earthworks says New Richmond. Yes. So Earthworks got it. New Richmond.
You are correct. New Richmond 2011 in the regional finals. New Richmond was ranked number 2 in the state.
There you go.
Well done.
And Jay Jevney just missed it. He got beat out by. And remind me again who Earthworks is. You got to give me a name on that. I know it. Nick Kaliva. That's right. Nick Kaliva. I'm going to let Fred Barr know down at Town Nation Tavern. They'll put your name next to the cash register and a little slip of paper and say Nick Kaliva, number 2 lead pencil. Just let them know you won the Wildcat Trivia on January 2nd. You get yourself a free Charlie Cat chicken sandwich.
And Paul, you were just a moment too late, and Nathan Larson came in with Rice Lake right after that. Not Rice Lake. Excuse me. You both said Rice Lake. It's to Richmond with Jay.
So did you talk about the score of that game or not?
Score was 54-45 in the regional final. And the interesting part is that was when New Richmond was not in our conference. They were in the Middle Border Conference.
Okay.
They really took it to us at New Richmond. They could not miss a shot. They beat us really badly. About a month prior to that, we lost them 48-64, actually 3 weeks earlier. So it was a really good comeback for River Falls to come back and beat them in the regional finals. Outstanding. And they ended up losing. River Falls lost in the sectional semifinal against Onalaska and Matt Thomas, who actually ended up playing in the NBA with the LA Lakers.
Wow. There you go. Look at that. That's some good trivia there, Ariel Vestros. Way to kick off 2024 with a hot one. That a baby. Nice work.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. Half 2. Wildcat basketball. Possession area was theirs. Almost a steal. Preston Johnson. H-Bot. See if he picked up where he left off. No, air ball. And Zach Orr comes out of there with it. All right, here we go. Half 2, 39-16. Wildcats were white hot in half 1. They come up, throw out an air ball on the first shot. It was to half 2. H-Bot, leading scorer with 11. Trying to pick up where he left off. And just long. Good pressure up top.
Joey Butts right behind him with 10 points in the first half.
Near side dribble drive down the lane. Right-handed runner.
Really good play.
Colton Eggleston, the 6'4 senior, with a layup for 2. Game far from over. Very talented Rice Lake team. Up, under, and Eli Johnson with a toilet ringer for 2.
He's so strong. He actually got bumped pretty hard there, but he's so strong and went right through that. If it was a smaller player, there probably would have been a foul called.
Yeah, he's strong. He's a Division I recruit for tight end or defensive end for football.
Yep. Iowa State.
Is at Wisconsin, Minnesota. A lot of field passes for Eli Johnson. See where he ends up. He's just a junior. Preston Johnson kicks it out to H-Bot. Back to Preston. Here to the near side to Joey Butts with 10 in the first half. Preston, dribble drive. Down the lane, up under.
Did it again.
And good. Oh, the fourth one of the night. Preston Johnson having a heck of a game. He's got his game plan down. Drive into the lane for a layup, and they're not easy ones.
They're not easy at all. And then he's playing against their best player, Zach Orr.
Fade away. Now I know you're going to kick it out far side, and no good. H-Bot comes out of there with it. Schradel, no, excuse me, that was Will Johnson on that attempt. Jonah. Oh, what a find! Jonah Severson to Joe Butts for 2.
So impressed with Jonah's passing capabilities. His ability to see the player and get that ball to him quickly in the right position is outstanding.
What a season Jonah Severson is having in the basketball court. Outstanding year. Or with the rock now, near side. Will Johnson has to kick it out, and he's fouled by Preston Johnson. Physical, huh? Physical.
Very physical. Right away here to start off the first half. Second half, excuse me.
Physical.
That's his first foul for Preston.
Joe, Eli, keep leverage.
How about Jonah again? And then H-Bot, good combination there defensively. Push it up to Joe Butts. Joey, a little one-handed runner down to the toaster. Good! That's a 8.5-foot little one-handed runner. Tough one. And then Preston Johnson with some good defense tips it out of bounds. That'll stick with Rice Lake.
River Falls has always been known for their great man-to-man defense. In the end of last year and this year, their ability to get their hands in that passing lane has been they've really improved upon that, and we're seeing a lot of that happening here in this game this evening.
Big time. Boy, Wildcats have really come to play tonight. Schradel, heavily covered. You got to give it up. Far side to Will Johnson. Spins it down in the lane. Or rainbow 3, count it. Zach Orr with 3 more. He's got 12. Eli Johnson. Jonas Severson backs it, a little run-handed runner. He gets his own rebound. Put back, good! How good is that, Ariel?
That's crazy good. Crazy good.
Boy, there's just a lot of want-to on that. Hello, Ashley. Welcome aboard. This is Let's Go River Falls. Glad you're here. 49-21. Wow, how'd that happen?
What was the score at half?
Yeah, I don't remember. We have it? 39 River Falls. 39-16 at the half.
Oh,
another assist. That's 7 assists now for Preston Johnson. School record is 12. He's on his way.
Let's go for that record, man.
Timeout. Rice Lake. Wow, what a nice find there.
Right.
So many good things happening on the Wildcat end of the court right now. He was going to go like he was going to go drive the lane again and then just dishes it off.
No, they have to respect that drive because he's been doing it so often.
Doing it, right.
When he did that, they collapsed in on him and gave him that wide open shot to Jonah underneath the hoop.
And his zing. Jonas Severson, he's got 10. He's in double digits. You got 3 guys in double digits right now. Jonah, Joey, and H-Bot. So you got Jonah with 10. Joey Butts with 14. H-Bot with 11. Preston Johnson with 8. And Eli Johnson with 4. One of the Gretches, I think, have a couple as well. Boy, it's good to see all those guys in double digits, huh?
Yeah, it's a well-rounded team. They're all playing really, really well.
Scott Mann, that's a nice one-liner, Scott Mann. It's Preston Johnson, the gift that keeps on giving. That's good. And he is. That's 7 assists tonight for Preston. You understand the school record is 12. He might get it, getting there. The way he's dishing the rock. Rice Lake will inbound, and here they come. Or near side. Had strained up on his toes and then is knocked out of bounds. Good heavy pressure by Brody Gretz just sneaks into the game, knocks it out of bounds. He'll stick with Rice Lake here on the near side. Inbounded by Orr. Gets it into Schradel. Far side they go to Will Johnson. Zach Orr. Up top, governed by big Jonas Severson, almost lost control. Oh, and then H-Bot. They're going to get H-Bot in a little bit of a, he's not happy about it. Pounds the ball down. I think he got his arm around the back of JT Schradel, a little hook.
Yeah, he had his left hand out there in the lane, the passing lane, but he has his right hand.
He hooked him.
Wrapped around.
Jonah, one side. Flex. Check flex.
Coming back out.
Jonah almost with another steal on Orr.
So what Zach was trying to do is get an isolation here because he realizes that there's a little bit of a mismatch there with Jonah on him.
Schradel pulls for three. That's no good. Tipped out of there by Eli Johnson, and ball's all over. Now Eli's got it again.
Jonah actually tipped that backwards because he realized he wasn't going to get it.
H-Bot all the way now to Eli Johnson. Joe Butts.
Well, look at that. Eli's trying to shore up underneath there.
Look at
now
Eli.
there's the switch.
Butts covered by Orr. Brody Gretz. How about Brody Gretz finding baseline up under for two? Pretty impressive by the 6-foot sophomore.
Oh, that's a.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Orr a little dinged up.
That's Zach Orr on the floor.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened there. You could go back and rewatch it here. Oh, I don't know. He's holding his shin. It fell awkwardly is all I know, so I'm not going to guess or.
Yeah, I watched it a couple times.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure if Eli landed on him or what happened there.
Fell awkwardly.
Can we check him in? Yeah.
Sure that his dad is on the edge of his couch at home. I'll just say the trainer is out attending. The trainer is out attending to his right knee. Yeah, he kind of twisted it, didn't he?
And then the weight of Eli was on him as well.
So he's up.
He looks good.
He looks a little hitch in the giddy up, but he just told the coach, "I'm all right. I'm going to stay in." And then the ref's like, "I don't think you can. You got to come out for a minute here." So there's some relief.
Yeah, we.
Hey, Kevin Orr, your son says I'm okay. I want to stay in the game. The ref says no. I think you got to come out for a minute.
Good to see him get up and
That's good.
walk
Real
that
good.
off.
Real good. Real good.
Remember Tyler in their last game of the season
Real
in the
good.
playoffs. Tyler got hurt too. Sad to see anybody get hurt.
Oh yeah. No, it's not good. But he got up and he had a little determination on his face. And Colton Eggleston at the line now shooting two. Makes the first. You know, as an athlete too, sometimes it's a scare, right? You feel a little tweak or don't fall quite right, and then you sit there a minute and go, "Hey, I think I'm going to be okay." I think that's the case there. Makes them both. 53-23, Wildcats. Up by 30. How in the world? Joe Butts. Heavily guarded Joey. Little runner. Another tough bucket for Joey Butts.
He went in there for that layup, realized he wasn't going to get it. He was able to stop in his tracks and just basically float that right up over the rim. No backboard. That's a really tough shot.
Well, Wildcats ranked 5th in the state in Division II. They're making a statement tonight, huh?
Very much so. They're hitting on all cylinders this evening.
This sophomore's having a great game, too, in a Brody Gretz. He's on the whiteboard for player of the game. Brody's got 6. Joe Butts. How about 3? Cody Olson tries for three.
Nice hustle, Jonah, for that rebound.
Another chance. Set it up. Boy, offensive rebounds have been plentiful this season. Take it again. Go ahead. Shoot it up. Jonah. No good.
Way to
Cody
go,
Olson.
Cody.
Gretz for three. No good. Okay. Now we have a foul. Jonah didn't like the call. He thought he had all ball there. It's going to be a third foul on Jonah Severson.
Zach Orr back in the game.
That's nice, Scott. Thank you. We do. We celebrate athletes. That's we're 76% Homer, but we celebrate all athletes, and we're just happy these kids are participating in high school sports. We want to promote that. And they're getting a jump start on life, Scott. That's what's happening here. A little 7-foot runner in the lane. No good. A little jumper. Preston Johnson lost it. Orr up. It's good to see Orr back in the game. Love it. Good.
He's not just back in the game. He's hustling.
He is. Jonah's got to kick it out here to the near side. Gretz finds baseline. He'll kick it up top to his brother, Gretz. Jonah now double teamed down low. He wants to back it in. Kiss off the glass. No good. Ripped out of there by Sam Jevney. Yeah, this is quite a statement. Hard to put it in any other way. I didn't really see this coming when we tipped off tonight.
No, not at all.
Schradel, cornered here in the near side. Covered heavily by Jonas Severson. Now he gives it up to Sam Jevney. Schradel, back out top. Will Svensson, he's a good basketball player as well. Crossover dribble, guarded by the sophomore Gretz. Far side to Colton Eggleston. Good heavy pressure defense. Schradel, he'll try it, no good. And Brody Gretz comes out of there with it for River Falls. Preston Johnson thought about pulling from three. Gretz says, I'll pull from three if you're not good enough. Bucket! Brody Gretz, the sophomore. Offensive foul. It's that little push-off there by Zach Orr. That's Zach Orr's third. Boy, it's just so good to see him back in the game, right?
Right.
30-second timeout, Rice Lake. They're down to just one timeout left. 58-23 with 8:58 to go in the game. That's their fourth timeout.
Only 5 fouls for this whole half for both sides. 4 fouls on River Falls. Only one on River Falls.
And I want to
4 on River Falls, 1 on the one.
I want to comment on that because I think this is a very aggressive game.
Yeah.
They must be letting them play or whatever, but it's pretty physical, isn't it?
There was really nothing really egregious not called, right?
No.
There are a couple no calls that are okay. When it comes to reffing, the best reffing that I've seen is when you don't notice it, right?
You're right.
It's when they become a personality, part of the personality of the game. That's when it's not good.
So these guys tonight are doing a great job. I think
absolutely good job.
I think
great
so.
job.
Let the athletes play in any sport. Bottleson off to the left. A little colder the second half. Johnson. He tries a little give to Cody Olson, looking for another assist.
Yeah, Preston thought that Cody was going to cut to the hoop, which he should have, but he wasn't quite there. Good look.
How's your whiteboard looking? Preston Johnson, H-spot.
I'd go. I'm Preston right now.
Yeah, we got 8.5 minutes left, so. Near side, 3-point chance, no good. People at home can chime in too for our swinging bridge baller of the game. That one is a nice bucket by JT Schradel. He'll go to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point opportunity.
It's really cool. Right before that sequence right there, JT Schradel got the ball. He was all by himself there on the three-point arc. We had two guys rush him, Cody Olson and another player, I think it may have been Brody Gretz, rush him on the three-point arc to put pressure on that. He was wide open to begin with, and he was only open for about a split second, and we really collapsed in on him on the three-point arc. And that's a testament to this defense. They know where that ball is. They're going to go and help no matter what's going on out there on the floor. Their player or not, their defense has been outstanding this evening.
Schradel does convert the old-fashioned three. How about Eli Johnson with a statement bucking up under the hoop for two?
That was a perfect example of what happened before that didn't work. So Cody Olson got that ball up in the top end, and Eli immediately cut to the hoop for that pass and put it in. That's what Preston was looking for Cody Olson, doing that on that last sequence on the offensive side.
Scott Mann says, I'll vote for Preston Johnson. So there's a vote for Preston. Yeah, he's at the top of my list right now. Yeah. I mean, a lot of guys have done great things tonight, but he has been a nice spark plug.
Right.
And really good on assists and some tough buckets driving to the hoop as well. Gretz brothers in there now, little runner, no good. Last touched by River Falls, and that'll be back over to Rice Lake. Joe Butts back in the game. Jacob Hansen in the game for River Falls. And we're talking about the Swinging Bridge baller of the game. So, kind sponsors of the player of the game all season long. I think I got to ring them up. I think we're running low on trophies.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We've kind of split them up between the boys and girls, and we're going to give them away for every win, and there haven't been many losses.
No.
So we may have to go for reinforcements. Three-point chance, good.
Smooth.
Nice bucket there by Will Svensson. Will Svensson, as smooth as his name. Svenny.
Got 2 3-pointers for the evening, and there goes Joey.
Joey for three. Count it, Joey Butts. Refines the three-point range. Joey now with 19, nearing his season average of 25.
I don't think he's going to get it this evening. I don't think he's going to get that opportunity, and there goes Zach Orr.
26-footer.
That was out.
26.5-footer for Zach Orr. Counted for three for Rice Lake.
Putting a full court press here on the River Falls Wildcats to see if they can turn them over a few times.
Butts to Johnson. Back to Butts. Back to Preston Johnson.
I like seeing this. Rice Lake is not folding. They're doing everything that they can. It's a tough position to be in, being down by, 31 points, but they're still playing tough.
Good ball movement by the Wildcats. Wow. Snap, snap, snap. Like a little episode of Hoosiers right here. Pop, pop, pop. The Hoosier Huskers. And Preston Johnson loses that one. And back over to Rice Lake. Claussens, they have a vote in for Preston Johnson's as well. People at home have liked what they've seen from number 10 tonight.
Claussens from Woodville.
Like it. Offensive rebound up, no good. And there's Jacob Hansen with a wipe. Gets one out of there. He's in the books with a rebound. Eli Johnson, God, he's a big unit. And little baby hook, no good. Put back. Jacob Hansen for two! And he's going to the line for the old-fashioned three. Jacob Hansen, 6'5", senior. He's made the most of his minutes this year, hasn't he?
He has. You love seeing that when the opportunity comes for those guys off the bench, deeper on the bench, to be able to convert and get some excitement in their blood.
Jacob for the old-fashioned three. He'll get it.
Puts her in.
That ball was a little flat. Hit the front of the rim, off the backboard, and right on in just like he planned it. Nice job, Jacob. He got a rebound and then a 3 points. And there's a nice bucket by Sam Jevney there for three.
Sam Jevney's only a sophomore as well, so Jevney, Svensson, sophomores coming off the bench, significantly contributing to the Rice Lake Warrior team.
Another 3-point rainbow.
That's exactly where he shot that when they beat us.
Game winner last year.
Yes,
that was
in the playoffs.
If you didn't go back and want to see the replay, it was that shot right there. Though he came down on like a fast break, he just pulled up for three. game over.
Zach's got 18 points for the game.
Go left, Will. Switch back if we can.
Braden Gretz
Back if we
to
can.
Preston Johnson. Joe Butts to Preston.
Good zone.
Down to Jacob Hansen, left-handed side of the backboard, no good. Preston with another nice dish. Jacob just couldn't complete that one. A little more pressure now up top on Orr. Number 10 on number 10. Orr up, under, gives up, near side, three-point chance, count it. And Will Johnson, now all of a sudden Rice Lake's getting hot, but maybe a little bit hot too late. Timeout, River Falls. So that will give us a chance to go thank our sponsor, First National Bank of River Falls. Let's play the Zell commercial down here. There it is. Let's do that.
Going to dinner with a friend and need to split the bill? Zelle is a fast, safe, and easy way to send money right from your phone to friends and family. Zelle is accessible through our online and mobile banking app. To learn more, visit our website at fnbrf.com/Zelle.
Thank you, First National Bank of River Falls. They're up there on the hill in Prescott. They're downtown River Falls. And they're on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. Melissa Godden and Bo Herstein with some outstanding acting in that commercial right there. Award-winning. Maybe got an Oscar on that. I'm not sure. I think we could give them a Tubi. You know, when we get our end of the year ceremony, we give out our awards for River Falls Sports YouTube. We could maybe earn a Tubi.
A Tubi.
A Tubi for that. Jeffney is a junior. It says sophomore on our sheet. So I'm gonna turn that 10 into an 11. There we go. Hey, Brett Kramer, welcome aboard. 3:48 to go. 66-41. Been all Cats. Rice Lake got out 2-0, and then the Wildcats went on like a 12-point run after that and never looked back. Jacob Hansen gives it up to Braden Gretz. Gretz needs some help. There he is, Eli Johnson. Preston Johnson pulls from three. That's wide right. Yeah, we were in position, really good position to see that shot.
Yeah,
that
just
was
off to the right.
That was wide right from release. Still heavy pressure. Guys still playing hard, aren't they?
Very hard.
Starter's still in the game with 3 minutes to go. Dribble drive. That kid's good. Will Svensson, he's a sophomore. Watch Will Svensson. He's a good player.
Yeah, really tough. I believe he came off the bench, right? Or was he a
Yeah,
starter?
no, he came off the bench. He's a 6'4 sophomore. He's got some game. He's got some game.
Good slide. Good slide.
Rice Lake's been playing better the last 5 minutes, haven't they?
Right. You know, you got the balance of, you know, where you're at in the game and what's happening, and you wonder, is there an opportunity to get kids off the bench to play?
Right. So who's going to blink first and bring in their subs is the question.
Right.
That foul is going to be on Sam Jeffney, the junior. There.
I think we,
Got it.
to Coach Campbell's credit, he brought in Jacob Hansen as part of that beginning, and then it didn't
really match that, did
It wasn't
they?
reciprocated on the other side,
no.
so he pulled him out.
Eli Johnson. He wants to back it in. The big unit up for two.
There you go.
So strong under the hoop. You can't even really, describe that type of strength he has there.
Really quick move, pivot underneath the hoop, and put her in for two.
Thank you, Jay Jebney. That's very nice of you to say that. We got a great crew up here. I'm telling you right now. With
the artist on the camera.
We get Rob Derry, the artist on the camera. The guy is good. He takes a lot of pride in his craft. And then Ariel up here, the color commentating, does his homework, and Debbie over here on executive production, just smooth as butter. So, and I tell you what, another hard day at work, and I come here and just love calling high school athletics. So, Jay, I'm glad you're enjoying the game. That's our goal up here tonight. All volunteers, by the way, 100% volunteer operation.
Okay, we're bringing in some of our bench players, which we should be doing.
Two and a half minutes to go. Cody Olsen, he'll pull from three, front iron, no good. Tipped up. Gretz has it after a save.
Oops.
That's Cal Dumond that made that save. Cal Dumond, he's a 6'2 sophomore. Good athlete as well, football player. He's a big kid for a sophomore. Good kid, good athlete. Wearing number 25.
River Falls is similar to Rice Lake in the Big Rivers Conference in that we have multi-sport athletes playing basketball. So we have a number of these players. Our stars are football players. Joey Butts is an outstanding soccer player as well. Rice Lake does the same thing. It's a function of these teams being a little bit smaller than the Hudsons, the Eau Claire Norths, the Eau Claire Memorials. It's a testament to the players, but I think there's a toughness and different take on the game if they're playing multi-sports like these folks are.
Athletes, right?
Absolutely.
Gretz pulls from three.
Gretz.
Oh, count it. Braden Gretz drains a long three. 71-44. I'm going to start thinking, I'm just going to call it right now. So our swinging bridge baller of the game tonight will be Preston Johnson. You talked about him early. Kind of the axle of this team, right?
Right.
Not the high score or whatever, but the team can go how he goes, and tonight did a great job. Preston Johnson will be our swinging bridge baller of the game. We'll get a short interview with him after the game.
Sounds like a plan. You can tell in that sequence right there, no one's giving up. They're playing hard.
Scott Mann says ESPN has nothing on you guys. Now we pretend like it is, like this is a big deal, right? I've been wearing my coat with him a little.
He's wearing this.
with a little pocket. I got my pocket hanky tonight. Even you can see that in the post game.
He's got his Wildcat gold tie on.
Oh yeah, big time in it. Fade away, a 10-footer, no good. Jacob Hansen with a rebound. Dumond kicks it far side. Gives it up to Mason Novak. You bet, Caleb. He's balling tonight. He's a good player. Will Svensson, really good player. Some good years ahead for him. Tanner Bottleson, T-Bot is in there now. T-Bot pulls from 19, no good. Put back, good. Mason Novak is in the scoring column with 2. He's a good receiver in football as well. Watch him in the next couple of years.
Sophomore.
Lois Allman says, congratulations, Wildcats. Yeah, looks like they're going to come out of here with a pretty big victory tonight against a very tough Rice Lake team. Statement game for number 5 ranked River Falls. Maybe move up in the rankings a little bit.
Could possibly.
Big one Friday night, though, in Eau Claire North.
Yeah, Eau Claire North. Eau Claire North is getting better. They're still not top tier in the Big Rivers Conference, but still a tough team.
Yeah, I'll see you courtside. I'm going to go down and find Preston Johnson.
Which one? Volume
4.
4.
Then we're going to go 4 here. Okay. So we'll go 4 here, and 4 here. I'll see you courtside.
Sounds like a plan. So final score 73-44. River Falls Wildcats over the Rice Lake Warriors. Coach Orr, hope you're feeling better soon, and hopefully we'll see you when we go north of 8 this time around, going in our second time playing. So those of you who we normally don't have the camera on ourselves, but Kevin is going down there for an interview with Coach. Baller of the game, Preston Johnson, interview for this evening. So for the Rice Lake fans going home, safe travels. It's a long haul. This is our longest trip conference-wise, heading up to Rice Lake, and Rice Lake heading back down here.
I'll do one sound check with you. You guys good up there? Thank you.
Sounds like a plan. And then as Kevin had stated, our next game is at Eau Claire North, 7:15, January 5th. I wish I had the Eau Claire North's record, but I think they're close to 500, maybe just under 500 out there. They're slowly turning that program around. They have a new coach here from the last 2 years, and they're doing a little bit better. But I may not be here. Debbie, my wife, will probably be there. She has an event going on that weekend, and I have a 12-week-old puppy that I need to be taking care of that we can't leave alone. So in a moment here, Kevin will have the interview, and as you'll see, Kevin is dressed in his suit with his tie. He doesn't pull any punches, does he? Rob is shaking his head no. He doesn't pull any punches whatsoever. Coach Campbell is doing his normal huddle here at the end of the game, giving the opportunity for Kevin to, hey, Brian Bocek in the house. Here you go, Preston Johnson.
Yeah, I'm with Preston Johnson. Preston, real nice game tonight, Preston.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Was there a different game plan for you tonight? You were like, kind of like, I don't know, not faking the shots outside, but you were really determined to get to the rack tonight. Talk to me a little bit about your mindset tonight.
Well, nothing really switched. The only game plan difference was we knew Zach Orr was going to play a lot of minutes, so they just wanted me to get after him, and I guess that just gave me confidence to play in the offensive side of the ball as well. I just really wanted to get it started defensively.
Well, you did that. So defensively, you were really on him good. You know, he got a little hotter as the game went on. It was good. I'm glad he was able to get up down there. It's always scary when there's a potential injury. But offensively tonight, too, you were on the perimeter, and you saw just some seams and decided, I'm going right to the hole.
Yeah, in practice, I'm really starting to build chemistry with my bigs. It's either they'll seal, give me a layup, that's all of them there, or the guy will lead them, pick me up, and I'll get a good drop. They've been really good with that, so it's good to have.
It was always tough to pick the Swinging Bridge baller of the game, but the difference tonight, too, another 7 or 8 assists for you tonight, and league-leading assists, another 7 or 8 tonight. Talk to me about your mindset and getting that ball to your teammates.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get everybody involved. It builds everybody's confidence on our team. It builds mine, too, because nothing's better than just getting a good pass to your teammate and looking them to get a finish. So.
Okay, well, we really enjoyed watching you tonight. Great game. Preston, your tonight's Swinging Bridge baller of the game. Some more beautiful hardware for you to put with the other ones. So I want to say congratulations to you. Congratulations on a nice win tonight. Anything looking forward, looking ahead to Friday night at Eau Claire North?
Just looking to get a big win once again, a big conference game, keep the conference record good, just keep the win streak going.
Very good. Again, congratulations, Preston Johnson. I'm going to take this right back upstairs to Ariel of Estras.
Great interview with Preston Johnson. He began by saying him and himself and his personality, the defense on Zach Orr was really keyed in on him. He played Zach. Normally you don't see that best player against best player offensively on a team, but Preston took that to heart, and it got him going. He did mention, Kevin asked about his drives to the hoop, and the reality with that is that he had mentioned that the bigs are sealing it off for him so they could go in there. But if you watch this game again, what you'll see what he was able to do, and we said it during the game, is that he was able to split defense. He was all by himself underneath the hoop. He wasn't getting seals there, but he was able to break that defense apart, slide in between the two players, and have that that layup. So outstanding game by Preston. Really good interview. And Kevin, you didn't hear this, but I said, please note what Kevin's wearing down there because he's all in.
I watched so much sports this weekend, and I saw what those guys are wearing. I'm like, hey, they're setting the bar pretty high. So
I'm not watching that closely, I guess. I need to dress up.
Actually, yesterday I was watching football, and I think I had just almost had a football hangover. I watched some of sports this weekend. And I said to my wife at halftime of that first playoff game last night, I'm like, I got to go back to work. I'm like sick of laying around.
Yeah.
So then I thought I'm going to start the year out on a good note and go a little deeper into the closet. So that's what I did today.
There you go. And you did it. You did it well.
So let's put a big red bow around this thing. How about it?
Sounds like a plan.
You going to be with us Friday night in Eau Claire?
I may not be because Debbie will be there.
Okay, well, good. Debbie will be there.
She's got an event happening in Eau Claire, but I have a puppy to take care of, so unless I
Okay.
can find someone to babysit, I may not be there, but we'll see.
Okay, well, if not, we'll figure it out. We got Mike Johnson and Jeff Johnson.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and I'm trying to talk Rob into getting on the camera as well. So, I got some work to do. I
There you
got
go.
a little meat on the bone. I need to work a little harder. Get
Sounds
these guys
good.
rallied up for Friday night. So, on behalf of my great color commentator, Mr. Ariel Avestras, Rob Derry, he's doing a wonderful job on the camera, our executive producer, Debbie Avestras, I'm Kevin Westhouse. Thanks again for joining us tonight in this great Wildcat 73-44 Big Rivers Conference victory over the Rice Lake Warriors. Until Friday night, good night, everybody.
Have a good evening.